In this video, we're going to be going over 41 things to do when bored in Pixelmon. Before we get into it, if you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button, and if you guys want to see me go live on our brand new server and have a ton of fun with a bunch of other people, make sure you subscribe so you know when I go live and hit that bell notification so you don't miss any new videos. Without further ado, let's jump in. If you're anything like me, you love shiny hunting, and this game, it's not a science or anything that you can specifically do other than lures. You can actually build a shiny lure, a strong shiny lure, a weak shiny lure, and it actually helps you find more shiny Pokemon, so you can use a lure to go find more shiny Pokemon throughout the world. In Pixelmon, you can go to the bottom of the ocean and search for fossil Pokemon. I would suggest you bring a door to allow yourself to breathe at the bottom of the ocean. Bring back the fossil, clean it up, and stick it into a fossil machine and be rewarded with your very own prehistoric Pokemon. Do you want to own God? In Pixelmon, you can. You can own Arceus, which is the god of all Pokemon, and you can summon it by putting in 17 plates into its chalice. You can then summon Arceus and try to catch it. To get these plates, you actually find them with Mega Boss Pokemon, or you can also find them in end chests, and it's not too difficult to find, and you need all 17 different plates to summon Arceus and to obtain God. Speaking of the end, you can actually explore the end quite a bit in Pixelmon and can find a lot of useful items for your adventures in this game. If you want to actually find an Elytra fairly easily, you can go to the end and actually get an Elytra from these end fortresses, and you can also go to the end to even fight the Ender Dragon if you wanted to. Another cool place you can explore that's very similar to the end is Ultra Space. It's got a little different of a vibe, but for the most part, they're very similar and have a lot of the same items, but it's a little bit different of a aesthetic and gives you a different place to go around and explore. And you can also find different gyms and towns inside of Ultra Space. It's almost like the overworld, but a little bit more spooky. When you're done exploring the world of Pixelmon, think about just settling down and creating an awesome base. There are some incredible things that people have put together, and you can even look up online to find different builds that you want to try. But what's great about the fact that you get to play Pixelmon is it's also inside of Minecraft, which is so perfect because then you can do all of the Minecraft things inside of Pixelmon, like create an awesome base like these people have. Seriously, some of the things that people have come up with just on my server, it's honestly incredible, and I'm super excited to see what you guys can come up with. Pokeballs are one of the most important things in this game, and you need to make sure you are fully stocked and ready to go for when that cool legendary spawns. One way to do so is actually by creating an automatic Pokeball farm. This is really efficient and helps you a lot and not have to think so much when you want to create more Pokeballs, more Ultra Balls, more Dusk Balls, things like that. You need to make sure to look this up. Look up a guide. It's not too difficult. It's really easy to do. Make automatic Pokeballs so you can continue catching all the legendary Pokemon, all the shiny Pokemon, all the Pokemon that you need. If you're looking to waste hundreds of hours, look into breeding your Pokemon. Breeding Pokemon in Pixelmon is very time consuming but very rewarding. You can get good natures, you can get good IVs, and especially if you're wanting to get ready for some sort of PvP tournament on a server, or even just have a really good Pokemon that's just yours that has great IVs, make sure you check out breeding. It's a lot of fun, it's time consuming, but definitely a lot of fun. So you've been in the Roofed Forest and you found yourself a Mew. Great! And your first thought is, how can I destroy this thing and make something more powerful? Easy! Build a cloning machine. You can build a cloning machine and get a Mewtwo, which is really good legendary Pokemon. And also, you have a chance at even getting a Ditto, which you wouldn't think would be too crazy, but Ditto is so important for the previous thing to do, which is breeding. You need more Dittos, you need more Mewtwo's. You can never have too many. Grind out those Mews and destroy them to make them better. So you want to have a tournament, or you want to have a place for people to battle, well, you need to build a Coliseum. Make sure you build a cool Coliseum, and it's just something different to try and build because everyone loves to fight in a stadium. Here's what we have on our server. Thank you so much for Riley and Dom. Shout out to those guys. Shout out to my mods. They've done a fantastic job with building different things in our server, and this Coliseum is one of the things that they've built, and they did a great job at it. So build yourself a Coliseum and have a lot of fun with it. Mods and plugins can add a lot to even just normal Minecraft, i.e. Pixelmon, but you can also add more mods on top of the mod itself and see what interacts well. I know that Unstoppableness has got a series where you actually play Skyblock Pixelmon, and there's other YouTubers that do different kinds of mods inside of Pixelmon itself, which could make it really different and change it and add to already an amazing mod.
When playing most Pokemon games, you only get 8 badges, and some of them 16 at most. In Pixelmon, you can get 48 badges. That's right, you can get 48 badges, and it's not quick, and it's not easy. I promise, getting all 48 badges will take you a long time, so if you're looking for something to do, 48 badges as a goal is a really cool and long-term goal to go for.
If you're looking to play with others in your Pixelmon adventures, look into joining a server. We actually just launched our brand new server this week. In our server, there are plenty of amazing and wonderful people, constant content updates, weekly community events, PvP tournaments, and much, much more. The IP address for our new server is in the description. If you want to look for a different server, I also have a video of the top 5 Pixelmon servers that you can also check out. Click the I to be taken to that video. There are also websites that can point you towards a server that caters to all your needs. Something like topminecraftservers.org will find exactly what you want.
In Generation 6, one of the most unique ways to evolve your Pokemon was added to Pokemon, Mega Evolutions. And luckily, we have the same thing in Pixelmon. In Pixelmon, you can get all the Mega Evolutions that you can get in the base Pokemon games, and it's really, really fun to try and collect all the Mega Stones. There are a lot of Mega Pokemon. It'll keep you occupied if you wanted to search for all Mega Stones. Speaking of other evolution methods, the not so popular method, the Dynamax method, you can actually do that in this game as well. You can make your Pokemon massive, and it's super easy. You should definitely check out my video that I did on how to get through the Dynamax quest. It'll show you how to get Dynamax in your game, and it's a lot of fun, and it makes the battles a little different with Mega Evolution and Dynamax included. New Pokemon Snap is coming out very shortly. Might be out by the time this video is actually live, but you don't need to go spend $60 and buy maybe even a $200 Switch to be able to play the game. We got it here in Pixelmon. I've got a video of me actually doing this myself, but it's a lot of fun. You can become a photographer inside of Pixelmon, which is really, really cool and super unique. Clans in most MMOs are very, very popular for the main reason of bringing a community together. And one of the things that I've found on the server that we run is that people want to make clans all the time and want to huddle together and create something together. It's really, really fun, and it's a really cool way to try and interact with others. So if you see somebody else playing on a server, ask them if they want to join a clan. Just try and start a clan, or try and start some sort of community that you can bond together in the likeness of Pokemon. Bikes have been around in Pokemon since Generation 1. In Generation 3, they brought about the Mach Bike and the Acro Bike, and you can actually create these inside of Pixelmon. It's a small little thing, it really isn't going to help you much, but it's cool, and it's a cool little decoration that you guys can use for your homes. So check out the Mach Bike and the Acro Bike. So you walk up to a skyscraper, and you get into the door, and you say, "I'm going to take the stairs." Not a chance. You take the elevator. And you do the same in Pixelmon. You want to travel vertically? Take the elevator. Check out elevator blocks. We ran a tournament on our server where we had 3 hours to catch the best IV Magikarp you could. What was really interesting about this is when you fish in the ocean, you can actually catch different variations of Magikarps. There's not just the normal orange or even golden Magikarp for the shiny. You can actually catch different variations in Pixelmon, and it's definitely very interesting to see what kind of Magikarp you can fish up. One of the things that I love about Pokemon is how nostalgic everyone seems to be about it, including myself. I started with Gen 1, so I am truly, truly nostalgic for this game, and anytime I think about Pokemon, I constantly feel nostalgia all day long. One of the cool things about this game is you can feel a little bit of nostalgia with the decorations, and one particular is the tree. The trees look like the old generation trees, and I really, really enjoy putting these down and making it feel like almost an old route or an old town that you build inside of Pixelmon. Have you ever wanted to be on the wrong side of the law? You can do that in Pixelmon without actually being on the wrong side of the law. You can build yourself a Team Plasma suit. You can be part of Team Plasma and be part of the nefarious gang of Gen 5. Do you want to go fast? Do you want to be like Flash? Are you as fast as this heckin' boy?
Oh yeah, you gotta put his ears in it. Oh. Kevin, you're so cute.
Then put on some Thunderstone armor. You can build armor just like you normally would, but out of Thunderstone, and you can make yourself be extremely fast. Just a warning, I'm not kidding when I say extremely fast. You are a very fast boy in this game, which is awesome. Everyone loves decking out their house in-game with decorations. Check out the Poke decorations in this game because they've added a lot of different, very vibrant colored furniture and different things inside of the game to make your home a little bit more homey. This game is called Pixelmon, so you got to build some pixel art. I love old generation Pokemon and I love pixel art. They've done a fantastic job on our server. Actually, Dom did both of these pixel arts with the Mew and the Mudkip. I love them so much, and I think that pixel art is super cool. You should definitely check out trying to build your own pixel art in game. We talked about Pokeballs and how important those are to the infrastructure of this game. You need to be then building some apricorn farms so you can make sure you're not going to run out of Pokeballs. We need a massive amount of apricorns, and I mean massive. Get an orb, put it in a shrine, and catch your legendary birds. The bird trio are in Pixelmon. Catch them right now. 100 days videos in Pixelmon. Oh my god, have they taken over YouTube, and you should try them yourself. It's a really cool challenge that I eventually want to get around and put on my channel myself, but I can never find the time to do so. But you guys should find the time. Spend, I think it's like 33 hours, 20 minutes of in-game days. Do it. Make a 100 days challenge. See how far you can get in Pixelmon. Have you ever joined a server and just wished the owners would change the way they went about it and wanted your own things and you had your own ideas? Then do it. Create your own Pixelmon server. I decided to do that 4 or 5 months ago when I decided that I didn't like any of the servers that I ever tried, so I wanted to make my own. It's exactly what I did, and I found an amazing community by doing it. I definitely suggest checking out your own server. They're not terribly expensive to run, and they're a lot of fun. Do you want a legendary Pokemon that most people don't have in Pixelmon? Go for Darkrai. Seriously, look up the requirements of when Darkrai spawns, and it's actually disgusting how difficult it is to get to Darkrai. When you're in a village next time, check out the exclamation points above a villager's head. They actually give quests and give cool rewards that you can then turn in after completing different things like destroy 50 Pokemon, catch certain amount of Pokemon, catch like grass Pokemon, all these different cool quests that just, you know, add something different and give you some goal to go toward to then get a cool item at the end. A lot of people don't know this, but you can actually click B on your Pokemon and then hover over what looks like an Oranberry in the top. It's actually what is called foraging, and you can forage for items. Your Pokemon can find a ton of random items, and it's really interesting to see what they'll pull up. Granted, I've not really got anything good from it, but that doesn't mean you can't. You can get literally, I think, every item in the game just by foraging, and you could do it fairly often, so check out foraging. Rich J is a Pixelmon YouTuber that has been blowing up and has really risen to fame with one of his really cool video ideas saying becoming Red in Pixelmon or becoming Cynthia in Pixelmon, and he'll look up the trainers Pokemon in the series and then he'll build that team for himself and then try and battle in a PvP tournament or battle in a PvP battle, and it's really, really interesting to see what kind of Pokemon he has to build and how hard it is to find different Pokemon, and it keeps you occupied with some goal in mind. Uxie, Azelf, Mesprit, these Lake Trio Pokemon are awesome, not only because they're legendary Pokemon, but because they give you an opportunity to get the red chain. The red chain is used for catching different legendary Pokemon that are harder to catch, so going through those steps is actually difficult. If you want something like Dialga or Palkia, you're going to need to have the red chain, and you're going to need to catch the Lake Trio, so go ahead and catch them and get those out of the way. One of the cool things about playing single-player Pixelmon is the fact that you can change a lot of settings to your own liking. One of the things that I did in one of my videos recently was I changed the spawn rate of legendaries to be like an exorbitant amount, and there was just legendaries all over the screen. And seriously, you guys need to try this out. You just change it in the config settings, and it's a really, really, really interesting way to play the game when you have like 50 Rayquazas just flying above you. It's actually awesome. If you're looking for ways to find a like-minded community and people that play Pixelmon, consider joining the official Pixelmon Discord. It's got a ton of people on there, and there's always chatter in there, and I'm sure you can find other Pixelmon players that'll join you along in your adventure. If you don't already know, there are things called EVs or effort values that you can get on your Pokemon for battling other Pokemon with said Pokemon. I said Pokemon a lot there. But essentially, EVs are a way to make your Pokemon stronger by fighting other Pokemon, other than just levels. I'm not going to get into the specifics of EVs right now, but essentially just go check on like something like Smogon or some other competitive website and look in EVs if you don't know what they are. But fully EV training your Pokemon is important because it makes them more powerful, and you want to definitely specify which Pokemon they fight, so check out EVs. Boss Pokemon have a chance of spawning around the world, and they're important because they drop very important items like Mega Evolution items, and also rare candies, and some amazing items like an orb so you can get other legendary Pokemon. Mega bosses are extremely important, so if you see them around town, make sure you give them a fight. Gotta catch them all is the slogan for a reason, because you gotta catch them all. And in this game, it's difficult. There is a lot of Pokemon, and I'll tell you, I know a lot of people on our server that are like at 98, 99% Pokedex completion. Definitely not myself. But they're very close to completing the entire Pokedex, but it's taking hundreds and hundreds of hours, so this one will keep you occupied for quite some time. Last but not least, play with some friends. Play with some people you know. Trust me, if you say Pokemon in Minecraft, that should get anyone to play this game. Make sure to invite your friends. It's an awesome, awesome game, and you guys need to be playing it alongside others because it makes it 10 times better. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see me go live on our brand new server. And if you want to join our brand new server, make sure you check out the link in the description. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one.